Yama uvacha paro madhya anyo jagatas tastusascha otam protam potavat yatra vishvam otam protam patavad yatra vishvam yadam shato asya siti janmanasha nashi otavad yasya vashe chalokaha. Yamaraja said, "My dear servants, you have accepted me as the supreme, but factually I am not. Above me and above all the demigods, including Indra, Chandra, is the one supreme master and controller. The partial manifestations of his personality are Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, who are in charge of the creation, maintenance, and annihilation of this universe. He is like two threads that form the length and breadth of a woven cloth. The entire world is controlled by him, just as the bull is controlled by rope in its nose." They've taken the example of Otam Protam, and you see immediately Madhvacharya is giving a cross reference from other scripture where the shloka is there. Just imagine, they have no computer at that time. What kind of memory they must be having to cross reference, correct? Sometimes suppose I have to prepare for the class and I have to search the word Otam Protam. It takes me few seconds, correct? Just type in the search and you get the word. Which all scriptures the word is there. Just imagine how they must be having, correct? Must be how learned they are. And where are we? Another thing, Otam Protam. The Vedic time there were industries, but simple industries. Correct? Carpenter was there. And weaver was also there. Because, even now, when you go to Mayapur, you see that? Every nearby house, when you're going parikrama, that they are weaving sari, correct? Simple technology it is. Khata, 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 khata. So they had this vertical threads and this thread, that much, knowledge. It's not that too much. They were not interested in too much technology. And anyway, I was been mentioning the third level technology of today, third class technology. But this was acceptable. You can use some basic technology to make cloth for yourself. So therefore, he has been referred to. Okay. That's Otam Potam. And the main thing coming in this shloka is the Yamaraja is giving us his. Yamaraja is one of the Mahajanas. There are 12 Mahajanas in the Vedic literature. Mahajana means authorities who can give an authoritative statement. Prabhupada always says, if you want to learn something, go to an authority. That is the way. Yeah? And that's true in any field actually. We go to somebody who knows and we learn. We don't reinvent the wheel. Suppose we make a decision. I'll not go to school, I'll not go to college, and I want to learn, say something, medicine. Then you have to reinvent what they have done. Correct? That's called reinventing the wheel. No teacher I'll accept. This is quite obstinate and doesn't work practical. So even for small things to learn, there was in Mayapur, the devotees decided they want to learn how to make a mridanga. Because all around the world, ISKCON needed lakhs of mridangas now. Explosion is going on. And these people can't make so much. So they say, we learn and make. Later the devotees discovered that fiberglass mridanga. That will not break also, that they discovered. So anyway, so they came and then they were telling how they were and how they made a mridanga, this whole thing. So how did they do? They didn't just figure out themselves. They went to a shop. And they went and they requested, can you show me how to do it? And that man was quite generous. He said, yes, I'll show you, come. And few days they sat with him, he showed you how does it do. Correct? Is whatever technology involved he showed. So you have to learn from somebody who knows. You don't figure out things on your own. That's not the way. That's Prabhupada says, therefore, any learning, the way is to learn from an authority. And better the authority, better is the knowledge. Just like you want children to be educated, you try to get the best school or college. Correct? Because better the school, better the teachers, better it is. That's why we know the common sense. The same way, if we can have the best authority, then everything is best. And where is an authority better than Vedavyasa, the topmost authority, who has put down the whole thing into writing. And in this book, there are 12 Mahajanas which are listed in the Vedic literature. if you want to learn the Vedic literature, these are top authorities. Correct? There is no question. You cannot say, I want to know from the Vedas some knowledge, but I don't accept these authorities. My dear sir, I'm sorry, I can't help you then. Correct? So if we go to the college, they say these are the authorities. I don't accept the authorities. So they get out. Any field has authorities. You have to accept that authorities if you want to learn anything in that field. So in the Vedic field, suppose there is the first thing, there should be a need. Yes, I want to know. I want to know something about Krishna consciousness. I want to know something about philosophy of the Vedas. I want to know. There is a need. When you have you have to listen to what the authorities are saying. So what are the 12 authorities? Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu. Swayambhu means Brahma, because Brahma did not have a mother. He was born directly by Narayana. So it's called Swayambhu. Then Narada. Narada is another authority. Then Shambhu, Shiva. Yes, 3. Then Kumara. Sequence. Kumara is the 4 sons of the Brahma. Yes. Then Kapila Muni. Kapila Muni, he gave the Sankhya. Correct? Son of Devhuti. Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapilo, Manu. Which Manu? Swayambhuva Manu. There are different Manus. There are 14 Manus. This is Swayambhuva Manu. Yes, then Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapilo, Manu. Then Prahlada, Janako, Bhishma. Prahlad Maharaj, another authority. Janak, father of Sita. Prahlado, Janako, Bhishma. Yes, then Bhishma we all know. Then Bali. This shloka is going to come now actually, because I am bringing it now because it is relevant. Bali Maharaj, who surrendered everything to Krishna. Then Vyasaki, son of Vedavyasa. Vedavyasa's name is not there. Just imagine, these people are even ahead of Vedavyasa. Then Vayami. Me means Yamaraj. Okay. So anyway, these are 12 authorities given in and all the 12 authorities, I think, except Janak Maharaj. Janak Maharaj doesn't have a teaching in the Bhagavatam. He will have teaching in other places. Practically all the authorities that come in the Bhagavatam when they are teaching. Just imagine how great this literature is. All the authorities are coming and giving their statements, so you get opportunity to hear. So in Bhagavad Gita also, when you see in Bhagavatam also, when he says, Bhishma says, when Bhishma is about to leave the world, Pandavas come to meet him. And Yudhishthira Maharaj says, please instruct me. I don't feel inclined to rule at all. And then Yudhishthira Maharaj opens his mouth and he starts teaching his grandchildren. And he says, here is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Don't think he's the ordinary man who is moving among you. He is doing natak. He is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Prabhupada says in the purport, accept it. See, authority is speaking. That's the way. There is no other way. There is no other way. You cannot see. You have no eyes to see. You have to see through those authorities. Just like you have a gold thing. Okay? And you go to a jeweler, say, can you tell me it is 24 carat? A friend is telling it is only 2 carats. Correct? Or 10 carats. It's artificial jewelry. He gives you a test. You can't test. He knows how to test. And he says, no, it's 24 carat. You accept it. Correct? You have a malaria. You go to doctor. Doctor, can you check? I am having symptoms of malaria. Do I have malaria? Doctor does a test. You get a report. You accept it. It's a report. It says malaria confirmed. Now, you don't know how to confirm. You have to accept authority. Isn't it? In every field, we accept authority. But we are so dull-headed when it comes to Vedic literature. We don't accept authority. Isn't it? It's our own misfortune. Then we cannot learn. That's your business. But as per the Vedic literatures, we can't teach you anything then, if you don't accept the authority. There is no other way. There is no other way. There is a way, but it will take a lot of time. Bahunam janamanamante jnanavan ma prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudullabha. Krishna says, if you don't accept his authority, then what you will do? Experimentation. Keep experimenting. And what will happen? Bahunam janamanamante. After many births, if you are sincerely seeking knowledge, Just like Brahma, when he was born on his lotus, he was all alone in this universe. And he know what is the source of my origin. And what is all this? Is there a supreme controller? What is it? It is light, power, Brahman. He doesn't know anything. Okay? So what Brahma started doing, first is all, let me see from where I came. Because he was born on the lotus. So he started going on the lotus stem below, underwater he was doing excavation. And suddenly Lord shook water a little. He got scared. He ran above and jumped on his lotus and sat down. Because that's not the way. Krishna's personality you cannot know by experimentation. Correct? It's not the way. It's a big mistake happening. I told many times, but it's common sense. Just by looking at this rod, can you tell me the person who made it with 10 hands or 5 hands or 3 eyes or 2 eyes or 1 eye? Can you make it out? No. All you can say, the person must have been intelligent. There is some system here. So similarly, Prabhupada says, just by looking at the rose, if you are intelligent, you know God is there. It doesn't require much intelligence. Suppose somebody makes a painting of the rose, a good painting, even that you will not agree has come by an accident. Correct? Will you agree? Correct. There is no, even mathematically, if you take probability, it will come 10 to the power of 20,000, some funny probability. And more than 10 to the power of 50, scientists say 50, though there is no question after that. It cannot happen. It's a design. Correct? They also have, they are mad, I always say, but not totally mad. There are some sensible people among them. So, when a painting cannot come by an accident, a good painting, okay? Our kind of painting, though even you throw ink, it will come. But a good painting, they get all awards, cannot come. Imagine the real rose with all the texture, what texture it has, with the smell it has, correct? How can it come by accident? It just, Prabhupada says, therefore, you are looking at the world, many people say, I am not able to see God. Prabhupada said, yeah, okay. You have to see with knowledge. Just like, it's a very good example. Very basic thing, but we are dealing with the world which is totally dull-headed. They will keep repeating. 100 times you repeat, then it comes to the head. Your car is not working. Suppose you are driving now, God forbid a car stops. What do? Open the bonnet. You look at it. Do you understand anything? What do you do? You call a mechanic. Go and get a mechanic. Mechanic looks at the same car. You are also looking. But immediately he says, this is a problem. What is the difference between you and him? He is seeing with knowledge. And you are seeing like a fool. So many people say, can you show me God? Yes. God is visible. Okay? There is no question on it. But you are seeing without knowledge and I am seeing with knowledge. Yamaraja condition is different. He is not only seeing with knowledge, he is seeing darshan is going on. He is a very, very dear servant of the Lord. We know in a Vidura case, look at his consciousness. When Krishna came to the place of Vidura, what happened? Vidura went into ecstasy. My Lord has come. And exactly as we are discussing in the Ramayana, he became mad. Yeah? Ramayana, Shabari became mad. She was tasting and giving. This is good, you eat this one. And Lord Rama was eating. Lakshmana was saying, what is going on here? Why he is taking juta? She gave him, this juta. He was just playing a role. And he was, give. Correct? He was an example. The same way, when Vidura, Krishna came, what was Vidura doing? He went mad actually. He tried to understand the situation. If you are devotees, you'll also go mad when Krishna comes. You don't know what to do now. You are just like sometimes it happens. You respect somebody and he comes to you, you became in tension. He is in such tension now. He is throwing the banana and giving the banana peel. Must just try to understand he is Yamaraj. He is so intelligent that he can punish any person in this universe. Correct? He is not an ordinary man. Try to understand his condition. He is in spiritual ecstasy that common sense is not working now. His common sense is lost. So we have to understand in proper perspective what happened to him. Transcendental madness. And then he is giving banana peel and Krishna is eating. And that is going on. You can say sometimes even Krishna becomes mad because of his own energy. Krishna's energy makes him mad. When devotees go into ecstasy, he also goes into ecstasy. Because otherwise, how he can join their pastime? Like Mother Yashoda wants to bind Krishna and he's feeling fear and tears are coming from Krishna's eyes. So both are, go into transcendental affection. I'll tell you, this is very intense. Once what happens, that is Prema Sarovar. See, these dhams are there. But unless you advance in Krishna consciousness, you will not be able to take advantage of going there. You have to advance in Krishna consciousness. Now, what happens once Krishna and Radha are there, and one bee comes there? Bee, another meaning of bee is Madhu, correct? Therefore, say the Madhu. And Krishna's name is also Madhu. Krishna is called Madhu, correct? We say Krishna is Madhu, and bee is also Madhu. Now, a trick happens here. What happens is that Krishna calls Madhu Mangala, correct? And he says, chase the bee away. So Madhu Mangala is one of the friends of Krishna. It's the same Madhu Mangala who eats a lot of laddus. He is a Brahmin friend of Krishna. And he just keeps whole day eating laddus. Little fattish. Krishna's pastime. He's a fun. So what happens now? This Madhu is eating laddus, and then Krishna, hey, come here. What is that? They chase the bee away, because Radha Krishna were talking and they were enjoying conversing. This bee was disturbing. So this Madhu Mangala chases it away, and then he says, Madhu has gone away. Now Radharani is always almost mad in Krishna consciousness, correct? Topmost devotee of the Lord. Where is Vidura? Radharani is millions of miles ahead. So when she hears Madhu has gone away, she hears as if Krishna has gone away, correct? And she starts crying. Madhu has gone away. And seeing her crying, Krishna also becomes mad. He also starts crying because she is crying. And both of them cry so much. One pond is there. That is called Prema Sarovar. Just imagine. So these are all very advanced things. So similarly, you can understand Yamaraj has also become mad. It's not very extraordinary. It is conceivable. This madness is there in this topmost devotees. So here Yamaraja is giving an authority. What is the authoritative statement he is saying? Krishna is supreme. Same thing happens to Brahma. Narada approaches his father and he said, my dear father, everything comes out of you, correct? Even Narada was born from the heart of Brahma. Just imagine how powerful Brahma is. If somebody is born from your heart, comes out. Correct? Shiva was born from between his eyebrows out of anger. So his creation is unimaginable. You can't imagine Brahma's position. It's too powerful. All the devatas are his children. He is worshipped in this universe. So he said, my dear father, everybody says you look to be supreme. Everybody is worshipping you. But the problem is this, I see always you have some beads on your hand and something is going on. Kirtana Brahma is always, you're reading something all the time. You have the Vedas he's reading and you're chanting. What is that? About whom are you reading? Whose name are you chanting? Is there somebody supreme to you? He said, yes, my dear son. Similarly, Yamaraj is saying here, correct? Yes, there is a supreme higher than me. Therefore, when you worship Krishna, sometimes you feel, because many in this belt, generally people worship Devata. They have no understanding of worshiping the Supreme Lord. But suppose they start worshipping Supreme Lord, you don't get worried. The Devatas will be very happy. Yet Devatas will not feel neglected. Rather, they will be more pleased. Okay? When you worship Supreme Lord, the Devatas are so happy. Like Yamaraja has not felt insulted when his servants have been stopped. And what is the very sweet thing we read today? When they chanted their names, what happened? Yamudutta is saying, these people, this fellow Ajamila, who was so sinful, and you ordered us to bring him for punishment, and he went to catch him. And then what he chanted the name? Narayana. What he chanted? Narayana. What he chanted? Narayana. And what happened there? Immediately, Vishnudutas came. Mother says, don't fear. So touching. Correct? So similarly, imagine if you take, but the point is, we chant with offenses. And Ajamila chanted without offense. That's the point. No offense. Nama Bhas. And our stage is Nam Aparad. So Nam Aparad you chant for billions of years. Nobody will come and say, don't fear. Nobody will come. Try to chant with proper quality. Chaitanya Charitamrita says we should not take for granted. It says if we chant with offenses billions of years, also no use. Therefore, there are 10 offenses, and we should consciously meditate not to break the 10 offenses. In the sense that Nama is a person. Just you understand this much, you will not make any offenses. It's very easy to understand all the 10 offenses. First, you understand the holy name of the Lord is a person. The same way you understand the deities are persons, you will not make any offenses to the deities. You know? The same way, if you properly understand, so therefore there is no hesitation to accept this process. And when Ajamila got so much blessings, when he accidentally chanted the holy name of the Lord, he was not chanting referring to the Lord, he was chanting referring to his son. Still he got so much benefit. How much benefit we can get if we, with love, with devotion, with faith, we chant the holy name? How much we can get, correct? And tell me, which Vyakhyan in Bhagavatam will help you to develop faith other than this Vyakhyan? You just go through this pastime, how much your faith in chanting the holy name will increase, correct? See, if Ajamila can be delivered, I can be delivered, looks like, correct? Will develop. Therefore, it has been kept. A case study has been kept there. So we should read this actually. Again and again, we should go. It is there in the Bhagavatam. We should locate it. Otherwise, in the mobile also, or the internet, locate this area in the Bhagavatam and read the shlokas, purports, try to understand. And faith develops by association. Correct? As we associate with the Lord, faith is basically accepting something very sublime which you are not able to see now. Now, I am not seeing Vishnudutas now. I am not seeing Narayana now. Neither am I seeing Yamaraj now. But I am developing faith in association. Bhagavatam says that. Dharma projita kaita vatra paramo nirma saranam sadam vedem vasaratra shivadam tapatrayon moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni krite kimva pare ishvara sadyo hridi avaruddhate kritapi tatshana. He says, somebody hears this Bhagavatam, what will happen? Faith will develop. Tatshanat. Immediately, if somebody starts reading Bhagavatam, faith will develop. I'll give you another very simple example. Somebody may say, what is there in Bhagavad Gita? How do you believe all these things? You tell him, sun doesn't need a torchlight. Does it need a torchlight? Just go outside, see the sun is there. Suppose some person is locked in the room and they put curtains on the windows. You cannot just see anything outside. Dark it is. And you go and knock on the door. Please wake up, it's a daylight now. No, you're all cheating me. It's dark only. Because he has made everything as cover. He has to open door and come out. He can see sunlight. Correct? So we were not anything special. We opened the book. Moment you open Gita or Bhagavatam and just start reading few passages, you accept this as a fact. It doesn't require some torchlight, something. It is evident. Sun doesn't need an advertisement. It is self-effulgent. Gita does not need advertisement. It is self-effulgent. Bhagavatam does not need advertisement. It is self-effulgent. That's what happened, no? Srila Prabhupada went to America. He took the Bhagavatam with him, the first canto in 3 parts. And people came to meet him. And when he was able to impress them about this is a nice point, they said, yes, I want to know this. Prabhupada said, okay, take this 3 volumes. They took the 3 volumes and they came with all luggage, everything. What happened? They just opened the book. Over. Finished. People do not understand. Krishna consciousness is so wonderful actually. It makes us, it completely kills our material existence. Srila Prabhupada ki